Hey everybody, welcome back to Aaron's Automotive Diagnostics. It's been a little while since I posted a video, but I just kind of wanted to go over something that I'm working on today. This is for a friend of a friend, and we're working on a 2001 Pontiac Bonneville, gold color, and we're going to be going over some diagnosis stuff that I did and the repair and verification of repair. So today we're going to be using the Think Tool Pro. This is not the Pro S. It does almost everything that the Pro S can do, but it's smaller. It doesn't have the system topography stuff, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's a great tool. I'm going to plug in the dongle, key on, engine off, and we're going to start our diagnosis of this vehicle. So the initial customer complaint was the vehicle would die randomly and sometimes surging while going up hills, and also it sounded like there was a vacuum leak. Upon initial inspection, just following harnesses, scanned for codes, did not see anything except for a low tire pressure. And then the next step was to kind of start chasing stuff down. So I pulled up some data PIDs, which I'll go over to our live data. Engine display, we'll do engine 2. And we are going to want mass airflow sensor. And as I was looking at all of the kind of 5-volt circuits, I noticed that there's a QR code on top of this mass airflow sensor, which is definitely not the OEM part. And I kind of started wiggling. Let's see if this is going to give us something here. I can graph this. So I kind of started wiggling this connector, and you can see as I move it, kind of as I pull up and flex it a little bit, it will jump around. You can see it just read 9 grams a second. Right here it read 62, it reads 125 grams a second. And what's happened is as this heats up, the PCB is flexing in this mass airflow sensor and it's giving false readings. So I actually got the car to die just by wiggling this connector, and it killed the vehicle. So the next step was to unplug the connector, run the vehicle. Obviously it's going to set a code for the MAF stuff, and the customers are also already been driving the vehicle for probably about a week now, right? About a week, and haven't had any reports of any complaints. And so I've ordered a new mass airflow sensor. We've got one from Hitachi upon Ivan's request. And so we're going to pull this out. We'll compare the two. We'll get the new one in. We'll look at the data and we'll see what happens. That's the part number. This is the new Hitachi straight from Japan. Here is the old part. This is the one with the QR code on it. And if you can read that, it just says made in China. So not ideal. We're going to throw in the new part. It's got 2 security Torx bolts, screws, and we're going to throw those in, and then we'll verify the repair and take it for a test drive. Okay, so you can see that spike up to 300 right there. And now we're back down to 1.3 grams a second. And as I move this MAF, we are not getting any fluctuations at all, which is excellent news. Great. All right, so we're running at 9.7 grams a second. That seems really high. 9.6 grams a second. This is a lot higher than what I think it should be. These are kind of settled now. Yeah, starting to drop down. 8.5, 8.3. So I'll go ahead and open the door a little bit. We'll just let this kind of come down. All right, here we go. We're going on a test drive. Got my data pulled up over here in the seat, so you can watch that while I back out here. And the check engine light has already cleared itself, which is kind of nice. Make sure I don't hit anything back here. All right, so we're in drive. We're gonna take it for a little spin here. We got a lot of exposure over there, so you guys can look at this. So yeah, 5.67, that's not bad. So, bring this down. All right, here we go. Pulling out onto the main road. All right, well, that's it. Verification of the repair. It runs like $1 million. There's only 161,000 miles on the clock, so I'm guessing it's gonna run for a lot longer. Right now at idle, we're sitting at 4.2 grams a second at operating temperature, and everything seems to be great. So I'm gonna check on one more thing for the customer. The power steering rack seems to be kind of yelling at us on left turns, so we'll look at that. I don't think there's going to be anything to do about that in the moment. Maybe top off some power steering fluid. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. There's going to be more content coming. I've kind of got a new setup going on here, so I'll let you know if anything changes. Thanks for watching.